Hi everyone and welcome back to One2 Tax. In this section of our videos, we'll be going through reading tax tables. This is just an overview. In our next video, we'll actually be going through an example using Steph, but this is just an overview of the reading tax tables just so that you have more or less an idea before we go through an example. Okay, so what are tax tables? Where do you find them? So your tax tables are what SARS uses to calculate how SARS uses to calculate your tax for that specific year of assessment. You can find them on the SARS website. They do change each year and for each tax year, as mentioned. So just make sure you are using the correct tax table for the relevant tax year that you are working with. And it is also important to note that SARS won't actually make you calculate your tax yourself. There is a SARS calculator feature that you'll be able to compute and click on when you're doing your tax return to see how much tax will be due, but it is rather helpful to at least have a basic understanding of how the tax gets calculated. Okay, so as you can see on the slide, this is for the 2022 tax year, so that's from the 1st of March 2021 to the 28th of February 2022. This is a sliding scale, so the more taxable income you earn, the higher you pay. Go figure. We have gone through taxable income in our previous slide, so you will know more or less what income. So this is your overall taxable income. So this takes into account all your income as well as any deductions that you've already claimed. Okay, so let's say, I'm going to give you a brief example now. Let's say your final taxable income is 250,000 Rand. You will see that you'll fall in the second to the top category. So 250,000 is between those two amounts for the taxable income. And you'll see there's a base amount that's due in each of these categories, as well as a percentage where if your taxable income is above the next amount. So that might all just sound confusing. There is also, we'll make more sense in our next video with the slide, with the example, sorry. And then also on our website, we do have a bit of a breakdown, just going a bit slower. So if you just want to make sense of how to calculate. So I'm just going to go through this 250. So as I said, you're in the second category. So there's a base tax already due of 38,916 for the year, as well as 26% of taxable income above 216,200. So you'll take that 250 and you'll subtract the 216,200 and the amount that you're left with, you'll multiply it by 26% and you'll get an amount, and you're going to add that to the 38,916, and that is your annual tax for the 2022 tax year. Okay. There is some relief for the taxpayers. So if you contribute towards a medical aid, you can claim a medical aid tax credit. So if you're the principal member and you're the only one on, you can claim 332 Rand per month. If you have any dependents, if your first dependent also gets 332 Rand per month, then any additional dependent gets 224 Rand. Then there is a rebate that everyone can claim. So if you're below the age of 65 years, because there is the rebate you allowed is a bit bigger than the other age categories, but this is also because the tax threshold is lower. So you are liable to pay tax once you're earning 87,300, where the older from age 65 and up only pays taxable income once the threshold is a bit higher than the below 65 category. So the rebate you'll be able to deduct after working out the tax in the prior slide is 15,714 if you're under the age of 65. If you're between the ages of 65 and 75, you can deduct 8,613, and over 75, 2,871. But yeah, fear not, we will go through a brief step-by-step example in our next video, as well as mentioned on our website, there is very slow, just showing you the calculations so that you can make more sense of this. Thanks for watching.